Okay, it's right around 6 p.m. now on Thursday, July 11th, 2024. I've been in and out of this unit all afternoon. I'm preparing for a visit tomorrow and I need to clean the space up. So I've been throwing stuff out, going up and down the hallway, rinsing things out in the bathroom, taking out recycling, etc. And because of the nonstop intense marijuana smoke coming from the bathroom located behind my own bathroom and from the bathroom behind this wall, I've had to keep my door constantly open just to ventilate the space. The window is also wide open. But in spite of that, there has been constant, nonstop, intense, overpowering smoke and fumes of marijuana, of burning rubber, and cigars coming from the bathroom behind this wall, the bathroom of 78 that Greenville keeps telling me is vacant and empty for 20 hours now. I was away on vacation for 2 weeks and just got back last night at 8:30 p.m. And within an hour and a half of my return to this unit, Jasmine Irizarry, the psychopath, sex offender, cyber criminal, and Greenville's reported surveillance expert, managed to get into this unit physically and contaminated a bottle of bleach that I had left in a bag on this drawer right here. So you can see it's just a few feet from the door. And she smeared it with foul-smelling, brown, slimy substance that smelled so disgusting that I immediately had to throw out the paper towel that was wrapped around the bottle of bleach and decontaminated the bottle of bleach by spraying it with rubbing alcohol. There are obviously surveillance devices in this unit. People have been telling me this for 10 years now. It started in around 2016, where other male tenants from the 191 Greenville building across the street, including Mr. Charles Thomas, a registered sex offender, would start shouting at me about how they could see what I was doing in my bathroom. They made accurate references to the color of washcloths that I was using, the color of towels that I had, etc. Right now, I'm standing here with my shirt off. It is really hot, and I am trying to not sweat. I have my shirt off, but nobody should know this. But they do, because the psychotic sex offender next door in 88, as soon as I took my shirt off, and I'm standing here bare-chested, but I'm not going to show you. I'm just standing here. He started smacking the wall right here, right there. That should never happen. He started smacking the wall as soon as I took off my shirt. There was no smacking at any point before I took off my shirt, and there has been no smacking since then. It just happened. It only happened when I removed my shirt and stood here topless. I should not have to deal with aggressive, violent, intrusive behavior from the sex offender next door in Unit 88, or from the sex offender in 78 when I try to use my bathroom, or from the violent sex offender below in 76 whenever I happen to remove any item of clothing while in the privacy of this living space or of the common bathrooms. Earlier this afternoon, I made a video about how I was trying to use the facilities in one of the common bathrooms because every time I went into this bathroom over the course of the last 20 hours, the psycho scum, registered sex offender, and cyber criminal who Greenville keeps referring to as their surveillance expert, Jasmine Irizarry, would start smacking the wall behind this area right here and started using her directed energy device to electronically assault me while I was trying to use that toilet. That only happened when I was physically sitting on the toilet with certain items of clothing removed. It did not happen when I was simply standing in my bathroom fully clothed. So right now, I am shirtless. And again, as soon as I took off that shirt, the psycho scum registered sex offender in 88, a psycho creep named Kevin, who is a total reject and always will be a total reject because he's like a compulsive masturbator and a psychotic pervert who likes to blast porn movies in the middle of the afternoon throughout the floor. He started violently hitting this wall as soon as I took off my shirt. That should never happen. That only happened while I was taking off my shirt. He's a piece of shit that will never have anything to do with women. He's such a reject that no woman in her right mind with half a brain would ever go near a rejected, perving piece of shit like him. But he tries really hard anyway, and he obviously has moment by moment visual knowledge of what I do in the privacy of this living space. Otherwise, the violent smacking that just happened on the other side of this wall when I took off my shirt did not happen before, did not happen since, would never happen. It could only happen if there were surveillance devices in this unit. And because Greenville keeps referring to Jasmine Irizarry, the registered sex offender and cyber criminal and psychopath, as their surveillance expert, it's, pretty logical to conclude that the psycho scum sex offenders that Mr. Eliseyev has deliberately placed in all three adjacent units to this one, 78, 88, and 76, are perving, creeping, sex offender rejected trash that get to see what I do in this unit. Mr. Charles Thomas, among other sex offenders from the 191 Green Street building across the street, have repeatedly bragged to me that they get to see what I do in this unit. And as I just reported, they accurately refer to the colors of washcloths that I use on my body while I'm showering, the color of towels that I have, the color of my underwear. For years, this has been going on. And it's also not just in my bathroom, but as I just discovered this afternoon, in the common bathroom down the hall around the corner. Because while I was trying to use the facilities in that bathroom with certain items of clothing removed, Irizarry, the psycho scum reject sex offender, perving, creeping, cyber criminal surveillance expert, once again resumed her use of a directed energy device on my person while I was physically trying to use the toilet in the bathroom down the hall. She only started using that directed energy device when I was physically engaging in certain activities while on the toilet and not others, indicating that not just is Irizarry being permitted by Oleg Eliseyev, the property manager, to use surveillance devices in my bathroom and in this living space, as Greenville has actually admitted to using, but he's also allowing her to use surveillance devices in the common bathrooms. Mr. Oleg Eliseyev is from Russia or somewhere in that area. He has a thick Russian accent. He does things the Russian way, which is basically illegal in this country. I don't know if he's too stupid to realize that it's illegal